Hello, good morning. Happy Saturday. I'm day late and a dollar short, as we say. I don't know who we are, but sometimes they say that. So happy to be settled and ready to make a video and to do our monthly reading for Saints and Angels. First Friday here in May, new beginnings for myself, and I'm sure for many people in many different ways. Lots of things are changing, lots of alignments are sort of coming together to where directionality can really go. People are making headway. There's lots of momentum gathered and lots of gates opening, sort of. And I'm noticing this with not just myself in such obvious ways that I'm going through, but in other smaller ways and little meticulous things, in others in their own path and journey, even in just the 3D ways, and in others who are not as awake or as aware consciously, but maybe in different ways they are. Still having these different changes and these pivot points to where new opportunities and sort of old endings are really closing since the eclipse and everything, obviously since April. So I'm so excited and so curious to see what our card for our theme will be for May, and also what the Saints and Angels will have to say. Totally in a new space, obviously, and getting acquainted with it. I have some Palo Santo going. This will be the first, meditation here. So I know last week I didn't really do one. I'm going to do a quick one this morning, and as I had said before all of the changes in April, at the start of April, I kind of said I wanted to get back to where these videos were quicker in the morning and more centered around just the card and doing a quick gathering meditation, centering. So that's what we'll do, and I'm going to stick to my word. Thank you so much for joining, and let's get to it. I'm going to close my eyes and lead us to ground and calm and be a good audience for the cards. You're welcome to close your eyes as well. You don't have to if you don't want to. I wish I had my water. Oh, I do. Yay. Thank you. So I will lead us now. Close your eyes if you'd like to, or just relax your gaze. Get comfortable or centered where you are. Take a moment to feel the breath. In and out. Relax the body. Feel the spine. Let the breath move you, creating space in the body vessel, creating space in the heart center, creating more space in the mind, and creating space in the spirit as well. Every breath in, expanding, reaching out to the void in a handshake or hug or embrace. Every exhale is a relief, a release. It's a holding back, a grasping of that reaching, the entanglement, the return handshake, the other, their infinite intelligence, There's so many layers and so many infinite different varieties. Physical molecules, of course, air, nutrients, sunlight, but also energy, information, love, thicker, realer, deeper elements of life and being and interaction. So let's take a moment to breathe deeply, however is comfortable to you. It might be a soft, gentle, easy breath, like wind through a screen, or it might be a deep cleansing breaths needed. Whatever feels right in the moment for you, to really speak to all of those active layers and let them have deep conversation with the breath for a moment, to get what they need in their seeking and that reaching, and to offer out as well anything that doesn't serve the body any longer, anything from within that would like to be released, let go. And I think we'll just take maybe, hopefully, 5 deep breaths uninterrupted. Just feeling that breath. Maybe 2 more times. Now let's take a moment to ground into the body, into the now, our present moment, the ever-present, present moment, as I like to call it. Become consciously aware of your surroundings, of your body, of the air, the atmosphere, the room you're in. Adjust yourself. Take a few conscious breaths into the now. Feel grounded on Mother Earth, whether it's a cord or roots, just a feeling of being situated on her via gravity holding you on. It can be as simple as that even. Just feel that gentle holding. Something having your weight, your feet, your back. Being grounded and connected, a part of something greater than the self. See those roots and that knowing traveling all the way down to the center of the earth. Deep soil and rock, mantle all the way down to the core, to the crystalline heart center, beautiful Mother Earth, plasma light body that she is, effervescent, multi-dimensional, multifaceted, ever-growing, ever-knowing, so beautiful and organic. We thank you for your presence and your support, which is just so effortlessly given day by day, moment by moment, freely offered in divine service. We thank you, Mother Earth, for this playscape and the time and space that you give us and allow us. Maybe see that heart center pulsating in a beautiful crystal color, multi-spectrum of all colors perhaps, or a single color. Let it pulsate up through those root circles up to you. Maybe singing out a song or radiating light. It can be anything and everything from her in any way, something no one else knows even. Receive it in your way and feel it. Travel up and up, back to the crust and air, out to the top of the sky and the stars. Feel your crown, the head of your tower, your antenna tip. Up and out, you could ride it all the way on a stellar cord. Maybe it's like Christmas tree lights or fairies you follow all the way up to the sun, up and out to the great logos above us, ever present, Father, observer, watching, witnessing, unconditional love. We thank you for your sight and wisdom, for your knowledge and presence, great recording and observing, the weighing, the imagination space that holds space for the thought world. We thank you for your information. We receive it down spiraling, feel it. Maybe like a DNA helix or a spiraling staircase, twisting its way down through your crown and into your heart center, meeting with the presence of that beautiful energy from Earth, mixing in the center of you, in your heart center, intermingling, hitting that inner vortex, that seed, the internal, eternal flame, spark of you. Feel it lighting up your whole system, driving your purpose and service, your reason for being, your gifts and talents, your place that you offer, the roles, the character you are. You don't have to do anything to be that. You're already it. You've already done it today and yesterday, and you will do it all day and tomorrow too. There is no two ways about that. You are birthed into this place and space, so give thanks for it now. As that beautiful light and energies permeates through the 3D body, through your light body, crystalline body, the energetics, the muscles and light, the tissue and bone, the skeletons, all of it. See it glowing right out of you. Just as your torus of energy flows right out of the center of you. Your aura, your song, your energetic cymatic imprints pulsating out. See them, breathe into them for a moment, and give thanks for your unique, divine fractal piece of our mosaic. Thank you. I thank myself. Recognize the divine, infinite intelligence I am, that I know I am, the truth of the great I am. I feel it within me, and I encourage you to feel it within you, for you are as well. As divinely placed and important in this space and time as I am, we all are. And I thank you for your service. I thank you for your presence and audience, for taking this great time to do not only the practice, routine, and rituals, but to offer out freely your listening and observation, your space and time, to be a recorder of these messages, to receive what is meant for you, for keys in your own path that will lead you to unlocked doors later on that have nothing to do with this time and space or me or anything, but just you, just my divine place later and yours. Give thanks for those recognitions, and perhaps let's create a vision of stepping forth into a circle of audience, gathering space together as we sit down. Take a moment to feel your physical body, wiggle your fingers and toes, maybe feel your heart center, bring your hands together in prayer. Lick your lips and get ready to open your eyes when you're ready. And I'm going to ring my bell for a moment. So now, as it is the first Friday for February, I'll leave your February vibes. For May, I'm going to take out my tarot deck first, and we'll have our theme. And as I've graciously already thanked our viewers and myself for our audience, I'd like to also thank the cards here for your ever-present audience. We thank you and welcome. We ask if you could offer us some divine guidance or inspiration, advice, or support for this month of May here in 2024 that we are moving through. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's give it a moment to just shuffle and get settled. So excited. This is the first use of my... Oh, this is going to be it. It's come up. Oh, the Queen of Swords. Wow. This is the first use since the full moon. I did a full cleanse on the cards. On the full moon was what I was saying. But this one seemed to just pop right out. And as I was shuffling them, at first something was popping out, but I was trying to keep it shuffled. So I'm going to listen and let it go. Queen of Swords for this month. Very interesting. I love to think of the Queen as a general message of patience, of temperance, moderation, of sort of that great feminine divine mother-esque energy that has a lot to do with mediating energies and other people from a really grounded, honest, nurturing place and unconditional love, you know. And sometimes it requires tough love, and with the Queen of Swords especially, it is more on the spectrum of the tough love wheelhouse of the Queens. And so it will be a month of standing boundaries, setting boundaries, perhaps dealing with others and helping solving problems, being that sort of, excuse me, I'm going to get some more water. Being that kind of talking place as well, because the swords is really about how we cut our way in the world, how we speak. A lot of times it can also be, the Queen of Swords can be a wonderful sort of underlining reminder, the shadow-esque side of cutting your words too quickly, having snippy replies, needing patience, having the testing points of those things that call you to patience and temperance, and especially with words or the way that you speak and deal with others in those moments of action, in really points of communication with others, in especially the way that, you know, if you have to make a decision, if you've got to tell others what to do, if you are directing others or sharing your opinion about a certain thing, or how your belief, ideology, or ideas about a certain thing. Sorry, I have a really tight area here in my space right now. I'm not completely settled into where we've moved, and I have some things by my table and my feet that keep me from bending forward. But this is going to be a wonderful month, I can tell already. And it's a beautiful energy, the Queen of Swords, to have at the springtime here where I am. It harmonizes really well, obviously, with the Mother energies, Mother Earth and everything. I'm going to take out the Saints and Angels now, and we'll have our direct card for working for this week to come here. Sorry. With I feel like it's doing a lot of cleaning and moving and the dust and chemicals and things, like try to use things that aren't complete, harsh chemicals, but then again, other things have to be cleaned certain ways. So the battle, the struggle is real, but anyways, so yeah, my throat's a little. So now we'll have our direct advice from Saints and Angels for this week to come. And yes, we thank you so much for your divine audience, and we ask if you would like to add in a working point or an anchoring guidance for our direct life and what will come in this week in the near future here, for those of us listening. Whatever you'd like to add in, we thank you so much. Oh, don't compromise. Wow, Saint Agnes of Rome. So, we know what our we know how we'll kick off the month. Don't compromise with your beliefs, with the way that you approach things, with the testing of boundaries and in others, doing what's right within our heart. When we're coming from a place of unconditional love, of course, when you're really empathetic and understanding with alignment the service of others, right, through the law of one, that we really are all one. We're a reflection of each other, but not only that, but that reflection of each other is actually creates an image of God. It is creation of what God is seeking to explore here through life, through our lives, through all of our experiences. And that is beautiful, and we should look to respect that and honor that all the time and see the beauty in that, even in the hardships, even in the ugly things, even in the more curious or awkward phases or perspectives. Everything changes and everything moves and morphs as well. So it's really important that we come from this great honoring of the great truths and knowings of what comes with the true upright Queen of Swords, because she has really come through the ascension and growth and evolution of all of the numerology and also of the main cards, of the face value cards. It's tarot is more of a linear sort of sequential building through through the cards. I'm not sure how many people are aware of that. I plan to do more teaching on tarot. Oh, let's not get into this. Let me just read Don't Compromise, all right? Sorry. Let me respect the time and place. 27. You're asked to take a stand in favor of your truth and self-esteem. You don't need to compromise to get what you want. You can live by the truth of your beliefs. Saint Agnes is your guide and role model in this aspect. She shows you that in love relationships, as well as career, home, health, and other areas of life, you mustn't compromise your values. If you're in a difficult situation, first try to negotiate a better solution with the people involved. For instance, if your romantic relationship is unsatisfactory, tell your partner your honest feelings. Saint Agnes and your angels will help you speak truthfully with love so that your partner can really hear you. If this doesn't yield satisfactory results, this saint may guide you to a counselor or helpful organization. The key with this message, though, is to stand by your truth without compromise. As God's holy child, you deserve to be treated with love, respect, and dignity. Accept nothing else. Saint Agnes was uncompromising in standing by her beliefs. Although she was tortured and threatened with death, she wouldn't renounce her faith. Legend also says that Agnes rejected would-be suitors, including a Roman dignitary, because she was determined to keep her chastity. Several men tried to rape her, but they were struck blind before they could harm her. Saint Agnes died bravely for her faith at a young age, still a virgin. She is a patron saint of engaged couples. She assists those who wish to find the most suitable marital partner. Wow, what a hard message, and what a strong message as well. And also, with the Queen of Swords, I'm just reminded of that energy, and it is a difficult thing to speak on, and I can speak from actual personal experience. I come from a place, of being situated through experiences like that. The language is so difficult, and also there's a real boundary between what is considered to be super harmful and triggering to others, and then also, why is it? Because we're supposed to be encouraging ourselves to heal through these things, I thought, and for myself, I think it's 22, 3 years later, and so am I allowed to be talking about that, or is it rude to others who are just new to it? I don't understand, and there's a sort of gap between that. I'll talk about that at a later time. I need to wrap it up here. It's gone too long this morning. Thank you so much for joining me for this first Friday of the month here on May. I appreciate your audience so much, and I will see you next Friday.